Hey, 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 everybody. It's your lovely Lotus Blossom Lizzie. Thanks, everybody, for coming on. I really appreciate it. I hope you all are having a fantabulous Thursday. Barb says she is cold, and Penny is great. Thanks, Penny, for coming on. And hello, Rhonda. Good evening, good evening. And Barb as well. So today we are going to be doing some easy junk journaling cards. And Penny asked me to do this because we are having a swap over at the group. So let me just give my spiel before I get started good. And that is, if you love junk journaling like we do, you'll definitely want to subscribe to the channel and also give this video a thumbs up. You can do that now, during, or after, but you know you're going to forget. I always say that, so you might as well just go ahead and give the video a thumbs up right now. And then also we have a Facebook group. So I'm going to talk about the Facebook group just a little bit in a moment. So if you'd like to join us, you are welcome to it. It is a closed group, so you just have to answer a few questions and then we will let you in. And we're a very diverse crowd and we love sharing all of our stuff, and it's a great place for everybody to share their stuff and not just me. So that's why I really enjoy it a lot, and there's great people in the group. And the name of the group is Junk Journal Buddies, and the link is in the description below, as well as some links to the things that we're going to be using as well. Okay, hello Jennifer. And also, hello, Susan. I'm glad you joined our community. You're going to love it because we like to have fun and we like to do our arting. We like to art and craft. We do our arts and crafts. Okay, so of course, this is just some of my artwork that I did earlier, but this is not what we're working on. So it actually says Fearless with Colors on here. I love this page. All right, so we are going to go ahead and get started. So let me just move that out of the way because nobody really wants to see that. So I did like a few little prototypes of some journal cards that you could actually make yourself, and they're pretty easy. Now I will say, y'all know I did some sewing on it because that's just how I roll. I did some sewing, but let me fix this right now. There we go. All right, so the little thingy just went out to let everybody know that we're on, the notification, because I just got my notification. Are y'all freezing? Because it's still hot. It's still hot here. It's crazy. Okay, so I did a few prototypes because I needed some for the photos, and you all probably saw these in the thumbnail, and these came out so pretty. And I'm going to show you exactly how I made these. Well, mostly because I don't think I brought everything back over here I was supposed to bring. What did I do with that? Oh, I got it. And here is another one. This one wasn't in the picture, so I made this. And here's a few more here that I made. Aren't those just absolutely beautiful, lovely, fantabulous cards? Okay, and they were easy to make, and you can make them out of scraps as well. I think I have too much light on. Let me turn some of the lights off and see if that's going to be a spot better so it won't look so washed out. So hello, Sally and Boo Boo Kitty. Hey, 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 hey. Glad to see you all here. Okay, so journal cards are normally, I think journal cards really started with scrapbooking and not so much with junk journalers, but junk journalers, you know how we are, we adapt to stuff. And so the sizes for the official sizes for journaling cards are 3x4 or 4x6. And if you all are anything like me, you probably jumped on the Project Life craze. And they have, packs and packs of cards that you can purchase and use. Now, I was on the Project Life craze for like a minute because it didn't take me long to figure out that those little cards were they were cut down cardstock. And I figured out I could make my own. So you can actually make your own by just using some cardstock, or you can use not just cardstock, but you can use scraps, and you can make them any size you want to. They don't have to be those sizes. You just want to make sure that they can fit in a pocket or two. So let's move this out the way and let's see. Now I didn't really measure these, so let's see what the sizes are on here. The size on this, oh y'all, I need my glasses. Hello Luz and Rachel. Hello Cynthia. Thank you all for joining me. All right, so these cards that I made that's a 3 by 4.5. So that's a 3 by 4.5 right there. And then this one's a larger card that I made, and I had to test it because I thought I made it too big. 3.5 by we'll say about 5.5 right there. So, and then these are some small ones, and I made these like 2.75 by 3.5. So you can see like they vary. I really kind of just eyeballed these and made the sizes that I just felt was going to be right for me. So let's see how they kind of fit inside of a pocket or two. So this big one, I just took out this is my journal right here, y'all. This is my Woman Overboard journal that I've been working on every day. I worked on this journal every day this week. That's so awesome. If y'all want to see real-time journaling in here, you can head over to the Patreon channel, which is patreon.com/LizForAday, and the link is below. Now, this card won't fit in this pocket. It's a little bit too big, but it fits inside of this pocket right here. So you can fit it inside of a pocket. You can stick them in tuck spots. And here's another spot. I can stick it in there. So lots of spots that you can stick them in. Of course, if you have the small ones, they fit almost everywhere. So, or you can put them on. You can make these paper clips. They would be large paper clips, but now the one thing that is this is my take for the one thing that I think a journal card should be. Now, keep in mind that I'm not only a journal maker, a journal seller, but I'm also a journal user. So I like to make sure that the card is usable. So if it's a journaling card, I think it should be relatively flat and not have like too much going on as far as thickness, because we can zhuzh up our cards real quick and add lots of embellishments and things. So you have to be careful with that. So thank you, Boo Boo Kitty. Thank you. Hey, Crafty Cat. Glad to see you. So the only thing that I put on these particular cards was I used some of the Tim Holtz tiny words. I put some on here on this one, and I put some labels on here, and these labels are in a digital form over at the shop at pleasantcreations.com. And also I do have these words are now up in the shop. I just put them up, so you can head over there. And you all, if you want a discount on the items over there, you can get a discount using the discount code YouTube Fan. So if you do that, you can get a discount. YouTube Fan. All right. So let me just put that into the chat here, because I don't have that in the description, and I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna forget to put it in there. So y'all bear with me for 1 second. I type pretty fast, so this should be pretty fast. YouTube Fan. There you go. You use that code. All right. So let's start making some stuff, because we already kind of a little bit far in. So like I said, you can use anything. So I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I used. So I have these pictures that I took out of an encyclopedia. And I was trying to figure out what the heck I wanted to do with these encyclopedia pictures. And they're actually pretty cool. And the ones that I have here in front of me are actually like all about Shakespeare and his characters and stuff like that. But that's what I'd made this one and this one out of. Isn't that pretty cool? Those are just encyclopedia pages. And so I'm going to make these particular ones will be available in a few days to the Patreon members, the Superfan members. Superfan Plus members will have access to these. Because y'all know I'm a scanning fool. I love scanning stuff. So I scan these. Hey, Roberta and Nettie. Hey, hey, hey. All right. And then something else that you can use is playing cards. And I got this playing card from Penny. And it has like the sugar skull on it. Look, y'all. It have like beer in the middle of it. I like the beer. Y'all, I like beer. So this was like the perfect card. And it's just a playing card. But you can make a journal card out of that as well. So I took out a regular bicycle card that we could use. And I took out some guest checks, and you'll see how we use those. I took out a few pages from a vintage book. I wanted to try to do a little bit of experiment with those. And some cardstock. Of course, the easiest way to make journal cards is just to cut down some cardstock. But for the swap, it needs to be a handmade card. So you got to add a little bit to it if you're going to be a part of the swap. And I think the swap rules, you only have to make 3 cards, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look, I have it up. Yeah, you need to make 3 journaling cards, and they need to be plain card size. So some of my cards are the wrong size already. If you use a plain card, and then make something out of it, then you're within the rules. You're within the guidelines. So like these are a little bit too big. But these, I mean, they're just a little bit bigger. So I don't think I would be breaking the rules if I sent somebody these cards right here. So you only have to make 3 of those. So that's pretty easy. And then you can sew on it or not. You just have to be creative. And she said, make them hard to give away. That means you want to keep them for yourself. So I like that. Make them hard to give away. All right, so I took out some music pages, and this was from a collage book. So let's see what size the playing cards are, so I can cut them. Okay, that's 2.5 inches by like approximately 3.5. So 2.5 by 3.5. So let's get Big Mama out and let's get this show on the road. And let's cut some the right size. All right, so let's use this first. 2.5 by 3.5. Let's see, do we have 3.5 this way? We do. So let's, y'all know I'm gonna keep this little strip because I'm pretty sure. Oh, she said plain card size or larger. Okay. All right, okay. And I said 2.5, right? So that'll be plain card size. And she said we can make them bigger if we wanted to. But since I already started doing these, we'll just do all of these like plain card. That's kind of small. I want my card to be bigger. What you gonna put on a little bitty card like this? I don't know if this is the size of an ATC. I actually have not done any ATC, so if anybody is in the chat that has done the ATCs, oh, what am I doing? Then could you let us know what the size of an ATC is? Or if you can look it up real quick, that would be wonderful, and put it in the chat. And the ATCs are artist trading cards, for those of you that don't know what an ATC is. So I do know what it is. I have never made one though. So let's cut this one down. Y'all just kind of eyeball these. I'd be like, is that gonna fit into a pocket? Maybe, maybe not. Let's cut this down a little bit more. I'll keep this little strip over here with the strips. You could even use a guest check, which I hadn't really thought about. I actually was gonna use these in a different way. But I think I shall cut them down and make something. I mean, I could use like that whole big old card too, but I don't know if that's what I want to do. All right. Oh, I'm missing some paper, y'all. Where is my paper? Oh, Here it is. I forgot I put some stuff in a box because I had too much stuff on my desk. Alright, so I got some coffee dyed paper that I sell in the shop as well. So let's cut some of that. And my paper is a bit thicker than regular paper, so it makes kind of like the perfect card, actually. Okay, so the ATCs are 2.5 by 3.5. So that's cool. Alright, we can use these and make this a little bit larger. You could even make like small journaling cards. So again, my take on the journaling card is that it needs to be relatively flat, and it should be some writing space on there someplace, whether it be the front or the back, because it's a journaling card, for Pete's sake. So you should have some spots on there. So I'm going to do this one real quick so I can show you all. Let me find the other card, the plain card that I measured. Okay, these two cards right here. So what I'm going to do with these cards first, let me take something to protect my surfaces. Y'all, and I didn't bring my wet rag over here. Where's my rag at? Hold on, y'all. Let me get my rag, because I'm going to need it. Okay, I'm right next to the kitchen, so I'm going to grab my rag. Okay. And I'm going to use some white dilutions paint. And actually, I'm going to use it on this side of the card. And you can use like whatever color you want to. If you have dilutions paint, it works really good because it goes on really smooth. God, dog, this thing is on here tight. It goes on really, really smooth, and you can write on it real easy. So let me, uh-oh, I think this white didn't make it. Look at that. I wonder, could I still paint with this? It's like rubbery. I think my white died. It's a dead pot. So I need to get some more of that. So let's just move that out of the way. So no white, but that's okay. Let's see, what color are these? Blue. Let's use blue. Why not? All right. Ooh, Nettie, gonna put together your first junk journal. That's exciting. I remember when I first did my first junk journal. I was so excited. I was like, I'm making this for myself. And then I was like, you know, I'm going to see. Oh, no, I have another dead pot. Look at that. Y'all haven't used my paints in a long time. And look at that. My blue is dead. What do you know? That's some serious poo-poo right there. All right. Blue is dead. Let's see. Let's try another one. Let's try. I'm trying to kind of match what's on the front with some of the colors that I have, but I don't have any red. This is turning into a fiasco. Right, let's see. I was trying to avoid using black, is what I was trying to avoid using. But I love using the black. Let's just use black. Try gesso, lasts longer and it's cheaper. But I like painting. I can't paint everything with gesso. I need the colors, y'all. I need the colors. Stop saying that word. Okay, I'm sorry. I know this is good because I just bought this. Because my black it pooped out on me. Oh, I forgot. Thank you for reminding me. So I'm just going to take my fingers and go over this card and somewhat. Oh, y'all know what I should have did? I should have used my sandpaper on here because I can tell right away it's not accepting paint. I forgot about the sandpaper. Yeah, I have to dig the sandpaper out, so I'm not going to go do that. So let's see if it'll stay without the sandpaper, because you need to rub some of that. It's like a coating on the card, but I think I might be okay. We'll test it on both of these cards. Yeah, my finger left a texture, so I think I'm leaving some fingerprints. So I might not give this card to anybody, because y'all might try to turn me into the FBI. And then the FBI gonna have they're gonna have my prints. I think artists don't think about that when they're doing like fingerprint painting, if they're leaving like evidence behind. And you know, sometimes artists can be questionable. Alright, so let's see. Let's see. Who flagged Gesso? What are you guys talking about? What are you talking about? I missed something. Don't mess up the nails. You know what? I put like a top coat on top of my nails, and usually my nails have a lot of paint and stuff on it, and they'll wash right off. All right. Oh, I can't say that either? Are you kidding? Why not? Okay, black paint. Black paint that's not paint. All right, y'all have to use the heat gun on these, because we don't have all day, because I already done took too long. I've been talking too much, and we have a lot of cards to make. I'm just gonna, this usually dries pretty quickly. I wanted to put like a pretty color on here, but you know it is what it is. Thank you, Lise. I like the colors, but yeah, you got to use your, that's why I say you have to use your stuff, because I haven't really been painting probably since the beginning of the summer. So I didn't even know my paints were going bad. I have some more that I have to check too. That's some serious bull. I mean, that's some serious poo-poo. Dagnabbit. I love those darn paints. It said hand sanitizer. It eats your fingerprint away. Oh, well, we might need to use that. All right, let's move this out the way for now. Let's move on. I'm trying to speed it up now, because I know y'all saying, let's get to the good stuff. All right, so I'm going to take out, I'm going to put those aside because I want them to be nice and dry. And I'm just going to take some of these guys. And at first I was like, I don't really want to use like pictures with guys in it and stuff. But then I was like, you know, they kind of turned out good too, because back then the guys dressed like girls anyway. So let's see how we want to do this. All right, so I'm going to show you all how I made this. Ugh. All right, so I have my stencil here, and I'm gonna have to pull my paper back out. I'm gonna show you exactly how I made these. Very, very easy. So I made them with the coffee dye paper, and oops, sorry, she hit the mic. And then I took this lovely stencil. It has like these little bitty flowers on it. And I took my only Distress Oxide that I have, and just a makeup brush, and I was kind of rough. I tried like dabbing this on, but it was just easier to rub this across. And this is, the stencil has like really small spaces on here, so it actually went on really, really easily. Okay, and what Pam, look at that. So you could do something like this, but again, you could actually just use some cardstock that already has something on it if you want to be real quick about it. But if you want something that looks really nice and handmade, you might want to do it this way. Make it from scratch, people. Except for I'm not making the paper. You can forget that, Jack. I saw what the work that goes into making paper, and that paper looks beautiful and everything, but heck no. Not me. That's too much for me. Alright, so now the next thing I'm going to do, let me put this aside because it has to be cleaned now. Close this up. Now I took my We Are Memory Keepers corner chomper here, and I'm just going to use the 1/4 of an inch, and I'm going to go around all these corners. And same thing here. Y'all, this paper, I believe it's like 32-pound paper that I used. So it's quite stiff. It has a little bit of a wrinkle to it, but I like that. You can see that wrinkle in it. I like the way it feels. It's very, very nice. And let's move you out of my way as well. And the good thing about this too is that you have writing surface. So that's an important piece of this puzzle. Okay, so now I have, or I can use like a really little piece. The thing is, you just don't want to add too much to this. So I said to myself, you're only allowed to use 2 pieces. So I have like these little labels, and these are a digital kit in the shop. And so I printed out a whole bunch of them right before I came on. Yeah, I used my brother's print and cut these. I just printed these on paper because I knew I was going to be using them kind of collage style. And so I wanted them to be flat. So these are just on, well, it's actually 32-pound paper too. So, hey, junking journals. I always get it mixed up when you come on. So I'm just going to put a few elements on here, because y'all know what's going to make or break this piece. The sewing. Alright. So, I'm trying to see, is that what I want to put at the bottom of this? Now my nails kind of match my oxide, doesn't it? Okay. Alright, something like that. Something like that. Because sometimes you can go too far. Oh, the name of the paint, I sure can. They are, where are they? These are the Dilutions paints, and I can put them into the chat for you. Dilution paint, and I probably can give you a link for it too. Hold on, y'all. Y'all just hold on. Then you can see what they look like. So this is for the black one. Okay, there you go. There's Dilutions paints, and they come in a lot of different colors, and they are amazing when they're not dried up. But you got to use them because some of the formulas dry up pretty quickly. All right. And I'm going to take out the vintage photo because we want these to be kind of vintage looking. And I'm going to go around the pictures first. And I just printed all these on my 32-pound paper. So it's a little bit thicker than your regular paper, I have to say. But when I printed these out and cut them, you can kind of see like the edges. But all of this stuff, except for what you saw me cut, I cut that with the Brother Scan and Cut. So if you all want some tips on how to cut paper with the Scan and Cut, I actually have a link in the description for the video that I did. I think it's like 13 tips or something like that. It's a kind of cool video because I've been using my Scan and Cut for a while now. And so, you know, after you use something for a while, you're not an expert, but you can give somebody some tips. I'm an expert to the people that have never used it, because I'm sure I can get some tips from some other people. All right, so, and let's go around. This is how come I don't do too much vintage photo, because it just takes so much time to go around everything. But I know it does make things look nice and beautifully old. This paper is wonderful. I love my own paper, y'all. I have to say, I feel like my coffee dyed paper is unique and beautiful. I don't know about everybody else's stuff. I don't know. Thank you, D. Yeah, I'm trying to read the chat and participate at the same time. I love the live chat. I know it's like a big part of my day. Also, to let you all know that, y'all know I don't normally come out on the weekends, but what I think I'm going to be doing is releasing some recorded videos on the weekend. So you want to make sure that you are definitely signed up with the notifications so that you'll know when the videos drop, since I'll be dropping some more for you, because I've been arting like crazy. So you want to get on the bandwagon. Y'all know I got a lot of videos up on the channel now. Not all of them are junk journal related, but the majority are, because when I first started the channel, you know, I didn't know where my channel was going to go. But I have a lot of videos up. Y'all, oh, I want to say y'all want to guess. Y'all can't cheat. Don't go look. How many videos do you all think I have up on the channel? Without looking, don't cheat. Okay, so now we're ready to do, some gluing. I think I'm going to use this one instead. Let's do some gluing. Y'all, you can cut stickers on the Scan and Cut too, so that's kind of nice. Alright, so now I want glue. Just a spot of glue, I think. Not a lot, because y'all know what's gonna happen. She's gonna do some sewing. Alright, let's stick this guy on here. Almost looks like a postage stamp. And let's stick our label on. On here. Oh, wait a minute. He's a little bit crooked. There we go. And girl, you got to get you a Scan and Cut. This Scan and Cut is something else. Let me tell you, I kind of waited till the last minute before I came on the video, and I knew I needed some pieces, and I must have cut like about, I'd say like about 5 sheets of paper with a whole bunch of images on it, and it took me about less than 15 minutes. So now just think if you had to like do that by hand. If you fussy cut it and did it by hand, good night, Irene. It would have taken you a while. So I love the Scan and Cut. And I'm going to tell you, when I first got it, I cut through my mat the first time I used it. And I decided I didn't want to use it anymore. So I stuck it on the shelf. And then I decided to take it back out and use it. And I've been using it ever since. All right, we need a little more on the back side of here. Oh, let's see, we got 300, we got 200, we got 247, I'll tell you, you all are wrong. You're not close. Let's put it that way. You're kind of close, but you're not close. 25. Oh no, you're way off, Susan. Way off. All right. Now, let's just go ahead and pull out the whippersnapper. If you're new to the channel, the whippersnapper is my brother SQ. Oh wait, here we go. It's my brother SQ 9185 sewing machine. So I'm gonna bring you all down so you can see this. Oh, you found out about the channel from Penny. Thank you, Penny. All right, let's see if we can bring y'all down so y'all can see. Now, I have this kind of at an odd angle, so sometimes I can get the angle right and sometimes I can't. All right, I'm gonna change this. I have like black in here, so I want to change it. So let's put a different color in. I could do this pretty quickly too. So y'all just bear with me. I'm gonna put like this teal kind of color. Yeah, it matches my nails. I didn't do that on purpose, but it matches. All right, bobbins in. That's the wonderful thing about this machine. Easy bobbin putting in. And wait, let me just lift y'all up just a little bit so I can get this on. Oh, wait a minute. Gotta make sure we'll put this in the right spot. All right, and it has a self-threading doohickey in here. Y'all been on the money with this thing lately. I'm concentrating, y'all. I am concentrating. Uh-oh, I'll pull it out. Let's do it again. Here we go. Pulled a lot of thread through there this time. Okay. All right. Here we go. And bring y'all back down here so you can try to see. And let me try to fix the focus for you. There we go. Get a little bit of a better focus. And I am going to just go around the photo only. Actually, instead of going around the photo, I'm going to go around the edge of this. Because that photo is kind of small and it's going to be right in the middle of the card and I don't want that. So I'm going to do my favorite stitch of all, number 27. So if you have a brother's machine, I'm sure the 27 will correspond the same way. And this is my beautiful flower or snowflake or whatever it is. So if you have a sewing machine with decorative stitches, you use it, you already know that you have to kind of guide your machine and not push or pull it, or it's going to mess this decorative stitch up. All right, let's turn this way. Yeah, I can't read the chat while I'm doing this. I have a lot of people on today. Happy to see everybody. Oh, if Gretchen is on, I don't think Gretchen's on tonight, but you all have to tell her happy birthday because today's her birthday, and she said birthdays are important to her. She had a live stream this morning, and I joined in her live stream, and she said birthdays are a big deal for her, so y'all make sure that you wish her a happy birthday. top. You can change your journaling cards into pockets too. They make fantastic pockets. They make fantastic tuck spots. And of course they make fantastic journaling cards. Alright, so that is one. Oh, Rhonda is sat on the floor. Diane, you are very close now. You're close. I have to say. To be honest with you, I don't remember exactly how many videos I have, but I can give you a close number. And you're getting closer. You're getting hot. Y'all ever played that game Hot Potato when you were little? Okay, I'm going to do, on this one, I'm going to go around the lady's picture. Let me start this way. But I'm going to try not to go across the actual, and I'm going to use that same stitch. I'm going to try not to go across my label. Because it's kind of a big picture, so shouldn't take up, the sewing shouldn't take up too much real estate. I hope. We shall see. So with these journal cards, I only use 3 pieces. I use like the background piece, I use the focal piece, and then I use one other piece to embellish, which in this case was the label. So, and these are within the guidelines for the swap, and they're relatively flat. So you can actually write on them, because y'all use the heck out in my journal. I love writing in my journal. I know a lot of makers are not users. They just like making them, and that's fine. Are you all users of your journal? You actually use them? Because y'all know I'm always talking about using the journal. Penny just got a nice one. Someone gifted her one, and man, it's beautiful. I told her she better use it. Nettie, you're getting closer. You're getting hot, hot potato. Hot potato. Well, I'll say warm. Warm potato. Warm potato. If you're in the U.S., you probably know what that game is. It's a kid's game. All right, so let's move this out of the way. Let's move the whippersnapper out of the way for a second. Gosh, y'all know this is my attachment of choice, is the sewing machine. All right, let me get the focus back together again. There we go. So these are quite beautiful. Look at that. Ooh, ooh. Y'all, for some reason my camera doesn't automatic focus right. See, and these are the 2 that I just did, and these are the 2 that I did earlier. So they have like that same kind of stitching. So the reason why I was kind of picky with where I put the stitching at is because on this one, look, now there's plenty of space to write here on the back. Ooh, Penny, you are really warm. And then on this one, you can see I still have lots of room to write on this one too. So it's kind of cool that it has like a little opening too. It almost looks like a mistake, but it's not. We did that on purpose. So y'all better not be cheating. That's all I'm saying. Don't be cheating trying to find out how many videos we got, because that's not right. That's not fair. All right, let's go back to these cards, because they should be pretty dry. Let's just put these over here. Y'all, let me see where we're at on time, because sometimes I talk too much. I will admit that I talk way too much sometimes. Let's see. Yeah, I don't even know how many videos I got though, for real. But I know you all are close. Y'all getting closer now. Let's see. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and tell you all. Oh, let me fix this focus back again. Nobody wants to watch that. Okay. So on this one, I'm not going to do too much with this card right here. I'm just going to put a label on the bottom of it, because I don't want to cover up my sugar skulls. So I'm going to keep this one really simple. I'm just going to put a label right here at the bottom. And I'm going to use some glue. What glue am I going to use? Let's try. We'll try this glue. Ooh, penny. Let's see. All right, I'm going to tell y'all how many videos I have. Penny, did you cheat? Are you cheating? Y'all, I have 492 videos on the channel. A whopping 492. I never thought when I started doing YouTube that I would actually have that many, but I'm kind of proud of myself. And it's going up really fast since I'm doing the live streams every day now. Because just imagine if I did a video every day, then I would have 300 and something, 356 videos. Okay, so y'all, I will call this into this, but of course I would want to do some stitching around it. So I'm not going to do any stitching right now because we're out of time. We're running out of time, but I am going to go around this side because you can't see it on the other side. So with some of the remains of the vintage photo that's on here, and I'm going to show you. We should be able to write on this. I'm actually going to write on this one. So let's see. It's flat, so it's going to be easy to write on. Let me find my pens of choice. My pens of choice when I'm journaling is the Sharpie ultrafine pens. I love those. Yeah, that's a lot of videos. I'm proud of myself. Oh, y'all, look, I'm using black. That's not going to work. And these are not going to work. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to use my white Uniball pen. So let's see how well this is going to write. It's writing. It probably would write even better if I had used the sandpaper. It's writing, but it's still kind of slick. Uh-oh, see, it's not even writing in this spot. Okay. So, yeah, it would definitely write better if I had sanded it first. So that's your tip. Sand first. Okay, I'm going to... Oh, these are going to be too fat for this. But I got my paint pens out, y'all. This turned into a little bit of an art project. This is like a gold color. I'm just kind of messing around now with these, but you can see if you sand the back, it'll be better and you'll be able to write on it for sure. I'm still going to put this in my journal. All right, so that's my card. One of my cards. I have to let that dry a little bit before I start playing around with it. Because that there is paint. Okay, let's make some of these because these are very beautiful. So I just used some book pages. Let's move some of this stuff out the way. I just used some book pages. And yeah, black gesso would be fantastic on that. But if I wanted to use some other colors, do they make gesso in other colors in black and white? That's the thing. All right, so let me get Big Mama out again. Oh, son of a gun. Here we go. All right. And this time, because I'm doing a little bit of an experiment here. Y'all know my channel is all about experimentation. You just got to dig in and get her done. Now, these pages already had like an image on them. So I decided that I don't know why I did that, but this is crooked too. cut this very crooked. Alright, that should be. Oh, you know what? I think maybe the page is just crooked. I don't know. Okay. So this is going to be kind of a small card. And let's see, let me just take the picture off of this one. And this is what I should get. Oh. All right, I'm getting us some stamps out. I'm just going to use like these floral stamps. Let's use like this one. And maybe some of these smaller ones. Because you can use your stamps also. Okay. Have to get my little pad here. Oh yeah, I got some clear gesso. Oh, you make Creative Nana says she makes her own gesso and she's able to use any paint and color it. See, I'm learning something. I'm gonna go back and read the comments probably later or tomorrow, because I know I'm missing a bunch of good stuff. So hopefully we got enough ink on here. Yeah, that's okay. Let's use this one next. And let's do this one next. Okay. And let's do this one as well. Let's see. Yeah, I used this stamp. This is from Inky Dinky Doo. Which one is this? Mindscape. And it has like these cute little ladybugs. So let's get the ladybug out. This is what the ladybug stamp looks like. That's kind of cool. So I'm going to put a ladybug on this one. I love using book pages, and if you are a maker, you have tons of it. Oh, you can color the white gesso? Okay. Okay. I'm convinced, y'all. I have white gesso. Do you just use like acrylic paints and then you mix them with the gesso? I don't know. Is it going to be the same as those Dilutions though? Y'all don't understand the texture of the Dilutions paint. It's so awesome. Is it going to be the same? That's what I want to know. Alright, so now on this one, I'm going to cut this down some more. You know what I'm going to do? Because I don't feel like bringing Big Mama back up. I'm just going to use this ruler. Let's see. And hopefully it'll be kind of straight. Yeah, so I can use all three of those pieces. And I am going to now, because I like to write on these, of course you could write over the text on here, but I just took out a piece of yellow paper and I'm gonna glue some of this on here. And these are like old book pages too, so they are kind of fragile. So let's just try not to rip the pages while I'm doing this. And And I'll put this little one on here also, because this is going to be a journaling card as well. And I'm going to do some sewing on it too. So once I do the sewing, it's going to seal the deal. And these bad boys are not going to come up. Alright, so I just want them to be kind of straight. And then I'm going to use, for this card, I'm going to use a guest check on the back of it. Because the guest checks have lines on it, which make them nice. They have lines on the front and the back, so you can choose which side you want to use. So this time, but I kind of like the whimsicalness of the guest check itself, so I'm going to use this side. And I'll put this down. Let's see. Oh, you know what else you can use to make journal cards? You can use cards that you get, greeting cards. You can use greeting cards, and you can kind of break those down and decorate them and all that good stuff. This way. Alright, so now I am going to cut these with my lovely scissors. And even if you have like a few thin pieces of paper together, it actually makes them a lot more sturdy and easy to work with. Hope I'm still on camera, because y'all know I'm old lady blind, so I have to have things a little bit closer to me when I'm cutting. So now the book page has, it's like a background, and then the flower adds a little decoration to it. Let's move that out the way, and y'all know it's a lot of stuff on this desk, but you know, it is what it is. Let's just cut this piece off. Okay, and move that out the way. Oh, you got some avocado dyed guest checks. I bet you those are beautiful. Alright, so we got all three of those. So now I want to put some words on. Let me see. I meant to cut some more words. Y'all, look at my little trash can. Isn't that cute? So when I have a lot of stuff hanging out on my desk, little pieces, I just throw them in my trash can. I throw them in the trash, but now they're all mixed up. So let's grab some of the words here. And these words are up in the shop now. Put them up. And they are word play. So if you go there today, you'll see them right up front. Don't forget you can use your coupon code on them. Y'all might be out of words, because she was supposed to do some more. So let's do like wisdom on this. And like that. And then like that. And then like that. Okay. Because of course they don't look like much until you actually start, you put everything on. Okay, so let me get my paper back out, and let's glue these on, because we want to glue these on good, because I'm not going to sew on these. So I'm putting a lot of glue on. That's the trick to using school glue. You got to use a bunch of it. Alright. So technically I could kind of leave that card the way it is, but y'all know how we roll. We're running out of time, you all. We're running out of time. Alright. And this one I'm going to put this way, because we have to think outside of the box. Things don't have to be one way. That's what makes us artists, because we're unique in our thinking. Think. Put this at the top here. Alright, so now, the only thing these need now is a spot of, well, they need two things. So let's get this back. Ugh. See if we can do this really, really quickly. And you know what? I'm going to leave this color in here and see how it looks. I would change it to black, but we're going to see how it looks. So I am going to use number 19 on here. Let's bring y'all down so y'all can see, so y'all can enjoy the sewing. Oop. Y'all can enjoy the sewing as well. Let me fix the focus. All right, number 19. Y'all, this is like at an odd position for me, but whatever. I'm gonna take one for the team. All right, let's go. It's almost hard to see the stitching. Might have to switch to black. I still like it though, because I like this color, obviously, since I have it on my nails, right? Let up just a little bit there. I'm going to give you all a close-up when I get finished as well, so you can see what we've done. And probably if I wasn't talking so much, I probably could have had a whole bunch more done. But, you know, I like talking to you. It makes me happy. And I'm not doing any back stitching or anything like that, so I'm not making it complicated at all. Alright, let me do the next one. Okay, I'm going to change this, because I think I'll give you... That's what it looks like. And it's nice, but the color is really subtle, so I want to change it back to black real quick. So y'all bear with me, because this is how I roll. I actually change threads a lot. I know it's not very efficient doing it this way, but I work more efficiently when I'm off camera. Alright, so bobbin is in. Yay. Y'all know what? Working on Old Faithful and doing bobbins and stuff. Oh my goodness. Takes an act of Congress. Alright, oops. Y'all in my way. Hold on. Because the camera is really close to the machine, so it makes it harder for me to move around. Pull this up. Oh, missed it that time. Yeah, I'm concentrating. Hey, you don't want to act right today. Come on, don't make me look bad, whippersnapper. Alright, we got it. That's the hard part. Just getting the needle threaded. Okay, so now let me do these last two here real quick, like, and I'm gonna use the same stitch because I like that stitch, number 19. Find my foot panel here, go a little bit faster. Yeah, I'm concentrating. The chat was going really fast today, so good night, Pink. Thanks for coming on. All right, and one more, and I'm gonna do number 54, because y'all know I love number 54. Penny, you're gonna love number 54 too, since you have your whippersnapper. Yeah, you can turn your journal cards into tags too, but that's not the purpose of this video. But you know, I could do tags all day long. I don't know what it is about tags. They're just fun. Fun to put in your journals. Alright, this is going to be the last one, and then I'm going to go around it with some vintage photo, and we're going to take a look at what we have accomplished for the evening. I know we're a little long today, but sometimes that's the only way you can get things done. You got to go a little long. Alright, move the whippersnapper out the way again. Okay, and then I purposefully waited to put the vintage photo on until after I sewed it because these book pages are quite delicate, and with the paper on the back and the sewing, it kind of gives it some extra sturdiness. So that's why I kind of waited to do this. So let me bring this down some, and I'm going to fix the focus so you can see how the vintage photo kind of changes the book pages. You can kind of look at these and tell, because even though it already has kind of like a bit of a brown yellowish sheen, you can see just as I go around how the color is changing. So that makes it quite nice. And these will work out very well for journaling cards. And I'm going to do the back too. So that's how the yellow looks. And so there's a spot where you can write, and it has lines. So you can use regular notebook paper. If you have like some composition books, you can use paper out of those. If you have index cards, you can put it on an index card. I have some index cards, but they don't have lines on them. But they don't always have to have lines either. Or if you have one of the stamps that makes lines, you can use those. See the difference between that? The edges? So beautiful. I love it. All right, let's do the edges of this one. It's quite nice. And let's do the back. This one has the guest check on it, so you can see that. And you could, if you wanted to, like, you can use coffee dyed or tea dyed guest checks as well. If you can't get a hold of any guest checks, I have them up in the shop also, so you can get that. I have a link in the description for those too. For those. Not those, but those. I know y'all are saying, did I hear that right? That's not proper English. Sometimes you just want to just be not proper English. When I say those, I mean those. Right, this one has the yellow paper on the back. And immediately, once you start putting that vintage photo on it, it makes the pages look old. Without me going over the whole thing. Yippee-yay! Alright, so that's enough of that. Okay, yeah, the stamps are simple. I try not to put too much on here, so let's look at all of these. I want to do a few more things. Okay, so this one I didn't really finish, but you can put something on the front. You could use a card like this, and of course, you can put your colored gesso on the back. And this is the card. I just added to the sugar skull. I just added this little tag here, and then I put the gesso on the back, and I did my writing and stuff. So some slobbity writing, but I did some writing, so this will go into my journal. And let's get all these little pieces and take a peek at them. Let me take my old lady glasses off, or else I know the focus is not going to be right. All right, so that's one that I made off camera, I believe. Just has 3 elements and some sewing, because I wanted to have plenty of room to write. Okay, this is one I did on camera. Y'all, this is so pretty. So I did like the stenciling on here, and this is just on coffee dyed paper. Just a few elements, because I wanted to have some space to write on there as well. And let's see. Look at that one. That's beautiful. She almost looks like the Mother Mary, but I don't think this is that photo, because these are Shakespearean photos. And again, I have these photos are going to be part of the perks for the Patreon members who are Superfan Plus. So these will be coming up in a few days, so you can check that out. You can support the channel by going over to patreon.com/Liz for a day, because I actually have been doing live videos over there daily as well. So they're different from the ones that are over here. So just keep that in mind. Look at that. I love that. That's the ladybug, y'all. They're so pretty. And then y'all just did all of these today. So technically I could send out some journal cards to a few people. Although I didn't sign up for the swap yet, but I guess I should. I'm in, Penny. Since I already got my my journaling cards here. Nice. And I probably should be in for the clusters too, huh? I think I'll go in for the clusters as well. That's right. Tell Gretchen happy birthday. All right. We can write on the back of these. We have strong. Oops. Got two of those. Strong. And the back, the guest checks. See, guest checks are nice because they have the lines. And then we have this one, self. Y'all, I love the. I'm gonna be using these words on everything. When I first made them, I didn't know if I was gonna like them. If y'all want to see how I made these, I put a link in the description as well, so you can check that out. But you can, if you don't feel like making them or you don't have the items to make it, you can get the digital kit over at pleasantcreations.com. Isn't that pretty? I love these. You guys are so sweet. That's right. Tell Gretchen, we said happy birthday to you like 50 million times. I don't know if you was on. All right. And then we just got plain paper. That's the easiest way to make a journaling card. There you have it. Plain paper. All right. So that is all of them. And we went quite long today. And please make sure you give this video a thumbs up before you leave. I appreciate it. Again, happy birthday to Gretchen. And you can join the swap in our Facebook group, and that's over at Junk Journal Buddies. So we would love to have you over there. And hey, you might be my buddy, and then you might get some of these goodies if you come over there. And also, if you need some supplies, things that you don't have, you need a journal, come on over to pleasantcreations.com. So with that, I am going to shove off. Thanks everybody for coming on. I'm kind of excited. You know how you get all worked up and everything? I'm kind of worked up for some reason. But I gotta go. So with that, I'm going to say love, peace, and hair grease. From your sweet Lotus Blossom and lovable Lizzie, have a fantabulous day and enjoy life. If I can figure out how to get out of here. All right, bye everybody.